We go again. Right, we are 4 weeks out from ABPU Euros. I've literally just trained, oh my God, words, and that's why I've still got chalk on my hands. So let's do a little recap of how we're doing, how it's going.
Let's start at the start of this block.
Start at the start of the block.
Yeah, let's start at the start of the block because we've just hit week 5.
Yeah, so 8 weeks out, like, I actually wasn't confident at all because the week before, the 12 weeks out sort of block was rough, but kind of anticipated. But I've been changing a lot of my training, bringing up my standards. So like I've been doing cardio every day, been doing mobility every day, looking after my nutrition, my sleep. So that's all better. And so week 1, I was like, oh, this isn't too bad because I was in Spain. So I actually did week 1 in Barcelona.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, that was the doubles. Week 1 of doubles, 197 was in Spain.
Are you only on like week 3 or something then? Because that wasn't that long ago.
It was about 4 weeks ago. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Time flies when you're having fun. So I took 197 in Barcelona and actually was like, oh, I feel okay. I was surprised by all the travel and stuff. Came back and I think the next one was a 205 double, which I took at the studio. So this is all squats. Because squats was my nemesis. And in the comp I just did, I only took 205. Wasn't really pushing because of the leg injury and it's calmed down. So that was okay. And then week 3, which was last week, was 212. And I was like, squats are fucking on. Like, this is sick, which was really, really positive. And because the whole block's been so good, squatted today and it was bad, like for the first time in, well, to be fair, only 5 weeks. So initially it really hit me hard. I felt fucking miserable.
It's just reining that leash in a little bit. It's just,
yeah,
the dog's getting excited and you've just got to like, you've still got a few more weeks to...
I think how this block was going to run was always going to be tough on this week because I knew it might not be great. I knew it was going to be a little bit tricky. So this week was going to be a little bit more fatigued because I've got a 3-week ramp up into competition and then like taper for comp week. So it's okay. Like it's annoying, but I can live with it because it's been so good. This is technically an outlier and predicted outlier, so I can live with that. Whereas deads have been fucking great. They were actually the worst in Spain because of externals, fully anticipated. Pulled 235, the week after 245. Last week pulled 2, or maybe I pulled 247. 252.
Yeah.
So this week I only wanted 260 for 2, which I'll be honest is probably conservative. So that's tomorrow, and I feel pretty good for that.
That's exciting. That's considering you pulled 270 or 272 at comp.
272 at comp with only a single at 260 for prep. That's all I did. So pulling a double this far out, and it should be. We'll see how it goes, but that's promising.
When are you going to put on a whippy bar?
Only the 3 weeks leading in.
So this is the last week on a
This is the last week on a stiff bar. And I wouldn't suggest to anyone else if you're doing that, but like I just wanted for me to pull them on a bar where I was like, this is what I've related to. And so when it comes to prep now, deads just should be in a better place. I'm only looking for a 7 kilo PB in comp, which to be honest, off data alone is not a big ask. And then bench. So like squats have been started good, really went well, bit of a drop off, can live with that. Deadlifts were like not good and then massive ramp up. Bench was fucking incredible on week 1 to the point that I was like, I don't know where to rein in.
The 147 single.
The 147 single. And I was like, this is so good. Like, what the fuck? And then the week after, still pretty good. Took 150, I think, at like a 7, a little bit under, and it felt pretty good. And then last week, my neck went bang, which is just my trap pulled really hard. And so that really, really hurt. And so we'll see this week. I'm actually in block tapering the first half of the week to let the last day do better. So today was pretty soft. And we'll see how it plays out. So it's been better.
It has been. I think the overall atmosphere of this block has been give the patience, give the time, allow it to do well.
Yes. I think like the prep's where prep should be. I'm not surprised by anything really. Squats today, mostly a mental battle. To be honest, there's a lot of didn't feel confident going in, and I have to be like arrogant confidence under a squat because that's where I got hurt and that's where a lot of fear sits. And the last warm-up weight is when I tore my hip flexor years ago, and every time it's on the bar, it still freaks me out.
The 210.
Yeah, so like that's always been even though they don't feel heavy, there's just fear. So that's been difficult.
Yeah. And obviously, you're what, 8 weeks into wearing heels?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I've only just brought back heels as well. This is why like the expectations for comp are relatively low. I know the numbers I want and they are not big asks. Even if you told me to do them today, I think I could do nigh on like 98% of all 3 today with no other prep or taper. So I'm like, realistically, it should be okay.
Yeah.
And if it's not, I can fucking live with it. Because Euros for me is like, it's just, can I see myself as an athlete for a while? And I have been, and I've been working harder. I've learned a lot from it, and if anything, I'm just more excited for what I do post this. But it'll be
I
good.
definitely think this is the best I've seen you train consistently. Like, you're never bad, but you're just like,
Yeah, it's just either rushed or mine's not in it, or I sacrifice things and make poor choices.
the lack of jeopardy
Yeah.
makes you
I needed something
forget
to
the long game.
like I know people weren't around for it, but like I competed at international standard most of my career, and then I just stopped. And so like when it was like, oh, you can do a regional, he's competing again, I was like, I don't care, because this is so, it's just a gym session. And so Euros to me is enough to kind of be like, okay, like I give a shit. And the next one, which I know I'm going to do, which no one gets to know about yet, that one is like, oh yeah, I have to be my best. So this is dry run. And so what I think I've done out of this one is like, say 75, 80% of where I can be as an athlete. And I want to go to 100 for about a 5-month period. And 5 months gives me a good chunk of time. It's good. It's not too scary of what I'm asking of myself in competition. I need to make weight. Still got some work to do on
Where
that.
you sat at the moment?
77.3-ish. It's 3.3 to drop in 4 weeks. And I'll be honest, it's pretty easy. Like I dropped 3 kilos in 1 week on the last prep, which was silly because I left it too late.
Let's not do that again.
Yeah, my expectation is actually if I moved my food earlier in the day now, I'd probably already be at 76.5 sort of thing, maybe lower.
Yeah.
And then I'll actually introduce cardio, calories drop now. So by the end of the week, I'm expecting to be 76.5 before any change on fiber cut. And then it's 24-hour weigh-in, so easy to miss. I think my biggest fear is actually 2 days out, I'm handling, and it's gonna be very high stress, which will fucking kill my recovery. And I'm actually good for it. Like I'd rather that because I've got like a challenge. So like my favorite thing, this isn't something I'd recommend to anyone. I love hardship. Like if you put in front of me being like, you're in fucking pain, something hurts, there's no way this should go well, then I'm like, now we'll go after it. If it's like clean, easy running, I'm like, I'm just bored. Like it's just not enough of an obstacle.
I'll remind you of that when I smash a baseball bat against your kneecaps. Be like, this is hardship, motherfucker.
What are you gonna do? Take the wheelchair onto the fucking deadlift platform.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think this one will be good. I want to see the other guys who I'm handling do really well. That's a big thing for me.
Yeah,
and
it's a big group going out. It'd be good. There'll
gonna be a good
definitely
laugh.
be a good vibe there.
I'm gonna vlog it. So if you're watching this, there will be vlogs. YouTube's coming back in case you couldn't fucking tell. I'm disappointed with some of my decisions, but like normally it's like 50% of my decisions. Currently it's 5%, but I'm just holding myself to a high standard where I'm like, fucking, that's still 5%, and I can do that better.
Yeah. Okay. So last bit. If you were to sit down again in 4 weeks' time, the week after your comp, how would you want to feel? What have you just achieved? Kind of set yourself that parameter of like.
So do I specify what outcomes I want?
You can do.
I won't go numbers. I want to win.
Yeah.
Which is like is a relatively big goal. So like that's probably the one that matters the most. I would just like to execute. Between now and then, be like, you made good choices, you did the right things. And that's really fucking hard because I make every objective decision. I've got no coach. So making every decision correctly or as best I can and being like, didn't get emotional about it, didn't make bad choices, that's going to be a huge thing. I've barely done that so far, so I should be in a good place for it. And then enjoyed it. Like did the platform and was like, I want to do it again. I think that's the number one thing because I have nothing to lose. Like there's literally no risk. So
very low jeopardy.
Yeah, like I want to compete and I want to feel like there's somewhere to go again. And that's all this comp is for, is being like, okay, there's room to grow now because I've not felt like I could grow in 5 years. So a week after, literally sitting there being like, that was fun, let's do it again. I am actually excited. Like I've played it down in the excitement for the comp. I've been really excited about training. I'm excited to be back on the platform and like be better. I don't have big expectations to be much better, but good enough that I'm like, okay, there's between the totals that I've put up and what I want next is only like 30 kilos and it wasn't a prepped comp. Not a big ask. It is if you fucking prep for your last one, in case any of my athletes are like, 30 kilos then, we can all put that on. It takes some fucking time.
Yeah. But this has been 5 years since you've hit a PB. So
yeah, it's been 5 years since I've hit a PB on any lift. No, when people are like, oh, it's been hard 3 months. Oh, fucking. Well, I respect you.
We're going to sit down again in 4 weeks after it, probably in Poland, and wrap that vlog up.
Yeah, and do the recap.
Reflect on this, and we'll be able to go.
It'll be good for anyone who has kept up with training. Like this is one bit I will say that I don't talk about is there's very few people who support me like they used to because people expect me to do well. I'm like the coach of a thing and it's nice, that people have those anticipations. But this dickhead, like, I know Spence does, and Cleo checks with me. Alice does sometimes, and Rachel's been fantastic of being like, how's it actually going? Because I'm scared too. Like, I really, really care about this. I'll talk about it more after Poland, see what mood I'm in, and then I'll be very honest about it. But for now, and I'll have proper chats. Yeah. But vlogs start again from, well, right now.
From right now.
See you in Poland. Oh, we won't. Nothing goes live. It went badly. Yeah. Oh, your laptop. That was weird.
Oh, sorry.
Right, see you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Peace.